Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Lambert Park for this round 20 fixture between APIA Leichhardt Tigers and City FC as we see both sets of players make their way out onto the field. It's been a beautiful day here in Sydney town today. APIA currently in second spot, unbeaten in 6 games, taking on the young Sydney FC outfit, themselves looking for 3 wins on the spin. Let's have a look at both sets of lineups tonight. For the home side, APIA Leichhardt Tigers in goals, Ivan Achevsky. A back four of Michael Kuda, Paul Galimi, Josh Simmons and Tynan Diaz. Holding midfield of Sam McElhatton, Adrian Uccino. On the left is Sean Simmons and captain Franco Parisi playing that number 10 role. And Corey Bixo coming into the starting lineup today. Just the one change for Johnny Collegia's man on the right-hand side. And up top, the second leading marksman of the competition, Chris Payne. Can he add to his 18 tally? The substitutes for APIA tonight, Lachlan Hughes, Temba Maitamalo, Sam Giulisano, Dom Nazrabadi and Luke Turnbull. APIA's coached by Johnny Collegia. And for Jimmy Van Weeren's side, the young Sydney FC Sky Blues. They have 5 changes with 6 of their players making their way across to China for the friendly up against PSG. So they're part of Steve Corica's squad that has travelled abroad. So they'll look like this tonight. In goals, Levi Kay. Back four of Thomas Fay. Ben Van Meules, captain for Sydney tonight. Anton Mlinaric and Callum Talbot. The midfield four of Marco Tilio, Pat Scabilio, Callum Nieuwenhof and Jaden Kaczarski. And up top, Benjamin Coop and Hamish Lamberton round out the starting 11. The substitutes for Sydney tonight, Paolo Bonani, Cameron Pipion, Matteo Scali, Thomas Main. Of course, Jim Van Weeren is the coach for Sydney FC. Tonight's referee, the Englishman, Simon Hooper. He'll be here at Lambert Park tonight. He'll also be adjudicating the FFA Cup midweek between St George and Sydney United 58 next weekend. He'll be at the Olympic Stadium in London, officiating the West Ham versus Wolfsburg game. So welcome to him. The assistant referees, Lance Greenshields and Brad Wright, and Sam Kelly is your 4th official. It will be APIA running from left to right as your screen shows. And the young Sky Blues from right to left as APIA kick off now through Franco Parisi. It's Parisi there, jostling for the ball. Thomas Fay gets it to young Nieuwenhof. Marco Tilio now looks to get the ball forward for Sydney, but cut out there by Josh Simmons. Uccino finding his skipper in Sean Simmons. Cut out there by Mlinaric. An opportunity now for Chris Payne to pull the trigger early on. And not far wide there from Christopher Payne. Well, Sydney just need to watch playing out. Turning the ball over high. Opportunity for APIA early on. Switch of play now to the right is Callum Talbot. Mlinaric now, back to Talbot, just playing it out through Scabilio. Finds his skipper in Van Meurs. Of course, APIA on an unbeaten 6-game run since that loss to Wollongong. And Sydney FC on the back of 2 very good victories in recent weeks over Rockdale City Suns, and last week against Sydney United 58 FC out at Adenza Park, defeating them by 2-0. Simmons to Parisi. Ball infield for Uccino. First time finds McElhatton, and the switch is on now through Michael Kuda. Of course, Temba Maitamalo finds himself on the bench again tonight. Can't force his way into that starting lineup that has been good for Johnny Collegia in recent weeks. Still that buffer between APIA and Wollongong. All APIA can do is win and hope for results to go their way. Payne now at the edge of the 18-yard box. Falls nicely for Parisi. Tries to slide it in behind for Kuda. And Sydney FC now look to break through Kaczarski. Tilio. Cut out there by Simmons. It's Sean Simmons now on the ball. Infield for Parisi. The 1-2 there with his skipper. Beautiful vision there from Parisi. The square ball up there by Simmons, but Sydney look to play out now. Through Nieuwenhof. Does fall nicely for Parisi once again. The maestro, as they call him in this part of Sydney. Kuda. Just over the top for Payne. Somewhat isolated there by Mlinaric. Has Parisi on the edge of the 18-yard box if he chooses to go there. Tries to get the ball infield for McElhatton. And it's Sydney now through Kacharski. Looking for Lamberton down the line. It's a match race between him and Galimi. Shoulders Galimi off the ball. Infringement picked up there against young Hamish Lamberton. Of course, Hamish has scored 4 goals for Sydney this season, so looking to add to his tally tonight. Gets that opportunity. Hasn't played since Sydney's loss a few weeks ago to Marconi. So with Geordie Swibble travelling across to China, gets his opportunity once again in the starting lineup. Josh Simmons over the halfway now. Again looking for Payne. Cut out by Van Meurs. Nieuwenhof. McElhatton. It's Sean Simmons now running there at Mlinaric. Dispossessed, but it falls nicely for Chris Payne, who is offside. Just sniffing around there like the great goal poacher that he is. Just 2 goals behind Thomas James at the moment in the race for the Golden Boot. Here's Chris Payne. Certainly will fancy his chances tonight to add to that tally against this young Sydney FC outfit. Fay finding Lamberton. Galimi fighting hard there once again with Lamberton. Once again the infringement goes against the Sydney FC striker. McElhatton jostling with Coop. Of course, Sammy McElhatton coming across from Sydney last season. Payne, the ball in. Clearance there by Mlinaric. Will be an APIA throw in Sydney territory. Parisi looking to corral it in once again, but Sydney can turn defence into attack now through Talbot. Scabilio, the 1-2, just to settle things down. APIA just not playing that high line at the moment, allowing Sydney into their half. Nieuwenhof now. McElhatton does enough there to win back the ball for APIA. And the switch of play now for Corey Bixo. Has Diaz overlapping to his right. Can release him. Diaz plays it in behind for Bixo. Of course, Corey coming back into the starting lineup this week. Was out last week with the suspension through 5 yellow cards, but Sydney now can run. And it's Marco Tilio on the left. 1-on-1 with Galimi. Strong on the ball though, Paul Galimi. And wins the goal kick for APIA. Of course, we touched on the Englishman referee tonight, Simon Hooper. What a great thing the FFA has, the English FA. See the referees coming across and vice versa. Of course, Jared Gillett the same. He'll be officiating in the championship this season in England, which kicks off in the next couple of weeks. Parisi, lazy first touch there. Somehow it's Chris Payne winning him back for APIA. Flagged for an offside though. Still early stages in this one. Still no chance for either side. Again, Sydney look to play out. Scabilio just doing enough there to maintain possession for Sydney. APIA pressing a little higher at the moment though. Vermeers. First time ball, finding Thomas Fay. Cuts infield, looking for Coop. Just can't find the direction on that pass there, Thomas Fay. And Leichhardt releases quickly for Uchino, who finds Cooter in turn. Just plays it off. Lamberton to win the throw on the far side. Of course, hello to Mick Sneesby, who's in Ireland at the moment, tuning in to this telecast. One of the many Hamilton Azuri fans that follow APIA Leichhardt Tigers. So hello to you all tuning in tonight, listening to this telecast. Great relationship you have with each other. Wilcox is calling all the action for you. This round 20 clash. APIA taking on Sydney FC. Be sure to share the stream and add some comments. We'll try and get through them during the game. Van Muir's now. Goes direct for Tilio, cut out by McElhatton. Was invitingly once again though for Van Muir's, who finds the 10 in Tilio. Neuenhoff. Scabilio. Kaczarski. It's Tilio now. Finds the deflection. So it'll be Sydney FC's first corner of the evening. Will be that man, Marco Tilio. Make his way across. Callum Talbot is near just to draw out a couple of APIA defenders in Uchino and McElhatton. Lenaric Van Muir's forward. Looking for the header there from Lamberton. Still not cleared away. Balls for Neuenhoff. The ball recycles out to Tilio. Onto his left. Marco Tilio, of course, scoring a brace a couple of weeks ago. And what memorable goals they were against Rockdale. The ball in. Just overcooking it there. Looking for Coop in that far post. APIA survived that challenge there. That raid by Sydney. Sydney just allowing APIA to play with it at the moment. Just one other game being played tonight out at Seymour Shore, and approaching half-time. It's Mount Druitt Town Rangers 1 leading Sutherland Sharks 0. A must-win game for those two sides. Of course, walking a tightrope if they are to play finals football at the moment. A loss to either side there tonight would almost certainly end their season for them. Simmons now. It's a throw on the far side to APIA. Again, APIA caught offside. And it will be the youngster in Levi K with a restart up towards the halfway line. McElhatton, nice first touch there from the youngster. Finding Bixo on the right-hand side. It can open up now for APIA. Corey Bixo goes near post. Great save, K. Well, his eyes lit up there, Corey Bixo. But a great confidence booster for the youngster, Levi K there, getting down low and forcing the corner. Good vision from the centre of the park there from McElhatton. Still not out of danger, Sydney now. Up with the corner will be their skipper, Sean Simmons. He measures his ball in. Near post, looking for the header. Chris Payne still with the ball for APIA. Twisting and turning inside the 18-yard box. Double team there, the ball in. Off his line quickly is K. And the release. Benjamin Coop just trying to thread it down the line for his striker in Lamberton. His fellow striker, that is. Tilio. Neuenhoff. Lenarek switches it to Talbot. Scapilio. There's Kaczarski now. Talbot. Leamington just getting forced back from the APIA defence. Van Muir's far post ball in. Talbot to ride the challenge there from Simmons. Still going Callum Talbot. Scabilio. Straight at Nichevsky. Who can release quickly. Looking for Payne. Fortuitous bounce there for Chris Payne. Anton Mlinaric has to concede the throw though. Does allow Sydney to regain their shape. Diaz with a throw. McElhatton looking for the 1-2 from Payne. Dealt with well by Sydney. Coop, lazy first touch there from Ben Coop, but ball's in the end back in the hands of Sydney and they can switch the play now. Talbot. Closed down quickly on that far side for him, so good opening stanza from Sydney tonight. Plenty of changes forced upon them. McElhatton and Neuenhoff. Does well. Young Sam McElhatton finding Bixo. Simmons is free on the left-hand side if he can get it there, but tracking back nicely is Kaczarski. And intercepts it for Sydney. Talbot. Kaczarski. Talbot still continuing on with that run. Closed down by Parisi. Scapilio with a switch. Tilio. Payne in his back. Rides the challenge. Still going Marco Tilio. Can run it. Kuda. Slides it in behind, but well read there by Josh Simmons. Finds his brother and skipper in Sean. He steps on it. And APIA can recycle possession once again through Parisi. Plenty of space in the centre of the park early on. Ball over the top by McElhatton, finding Bixo, but off his line quickly is K. And scoops it up. And rolls it quickly for Coop. Tilio. Neuenhoff. Scapilio. Noticed this week the youngster, we share the same birthday. Plenty of years difference between the two of us though. Neuenhoff. KGF Fair here at Lambert Park at the moment. Wilgots calling all the action. This round 20 clash between APIA and Sydney FC. Just 2 rounds left in the season proper. At the conclusion of this round, as APIA win the throw. Half time at Seymour Shore. It's Mount Druitt Town Rangers 1 leading Sutherland Sharks 0. So great opening 45 from Aidan Desmond's men there. After that midweek disappointment going down to Manly in penalties in the FFA Cup, round of 32. Kuda, ball in, looking for Payne. Gets there first. Can it fall nicely for Simmons? It does. As soon as it opened up, it closed. And Tilio now just helps it in behind, looking for Lamberton. He's onside. Can Nichevsky get there first? Not the greatest of clearances. Hamish Lamberton still going inside the box, but Paul Galimi standing up well there. Well, great work there by Paul Galimi. Good ball in behind by Tilio, finding Lamberton. One must say wasn't the greatest of clearances there by Ivan Nichevsky. But APIA got back quickly. Lamberton needed to find Benjamin Coop early on there, and we may have seen the first goal of the evening here at Lambert Park, but it wasn't to be for Sydney. As the throw is taken. Van Meurs. Lenaric. Kay. Van Meurs finds his holding midfielder and Scabilio. Talbot. Good tracking back there by the left. Back in Michael Kuda. Concedes a throw on the far side. Talbot, the ball in. It was Kucharski with that ball in. Falls for Nieuwenhof. Tilio. Silky skill, as we've come to see from the number 10. Scabilio. Kucharski. Fay. Galimi decides to just clear it forward. Lenaric finding Kay there, first time, does well, under pressure from Payne. Talbot. Some nice first touch football there from APIA. Lenaric with a challenge on the far side. Stifles that play. Throw taken quickly. Payne. Somehow finds its way across to the right. Bixo. Twisting infield. Looking for support. Parisi with a no-look pass. And it's Payne. Puts it away, but offside is the call from the assistant referee. Certainly earned his pay packet in his first half, Lance Greenshields. The assistant referee on the near side. Kuda, Parisi. Chino. Fay only helps as far as McElhatton. Bixo in behind for McElhatton. First time ball in. Difficult position there. With Nieuwenhof and Fay in his pocket. You're watching round 20 action of the NPL New South Wales Men's 1 competition tonight. Will Gotts calling this one for you across the Football New South Wales channels. So welcome to you all on the NPL New South Wales Facebook page, the Football New South Wales YouTube channel. It's APIA taking on Sydney FC. Still no score in this one here at Lambert Park. A little over midway through the first half in this contest. Parisi gets it taken off him by Tilio, and it can break now for Sydney. He's just thinking a step too far ahead of himself there, Marco Tilio. It's APIA once again now through Parisi, Uchino, Kuda out on the left getting a cold, waiting for an opportunity for the ball to come to him. Parisi, the ball in looking for Simmons. Narek concedes the corner though. There'll be Payne. Tracking across, takes it quickly. Uchino trying to catch Sydney out. McElhatton, Payne. Bouncing around. Narek can clear it though. Throwing on the far side, the Marion Street side of Lambert Park. Trino with the ball forward for Bixo. First time header in. Unconventional clearance away. Again, APIA. Well, they can run at Sydney, but it falls down there. Okay, with a quick throw. Finding Neuenhoff. Sydney doing well at the moment in this contest. Of course, we touched on the 6 changes, or 5 changes tonight, but 6 players going across with that Sydney FC first grade squad to China. We'll be taking on PSG, so what an opportunity for the young boys to be part of the setup that Steve Corica has. Of course, blooding youngsters, as we saw last season. There'll be a continuation of that. Coop. Tilio, Benjamin Coop, Fay onto his right. The deflection there by Galimi, Uchino, Parisi, Payne calling for it. And that's where it goes. Parisi pinpoint, finding Chris Payne. Simmons in behind him if he needs to go there. He's held up a little too long there. Once again, APIA. With the second ball, the effort now through Uchino will try his luck. The deflection. We'll see a corner to APIA. Will be taken by Parisi quickly. Simmons pulls it onto his left shot. Simmons pulls the trigger. And the block there. Parisi again goes near, looking for Uchino. First time ball in. And it's Tilio. Coop. Rise the challenge of McElhatton, Benjamin Coop. Fay, Neuenhoff. Vermeur is the skipper. Of course, wearing the armband tonight in the absence of Hewitt Bell. Scabilio. Switch to Talbot now. Thought about going down the line to Kaczarski, but the run had ended. Good possession football by Sydney. Neuenhoff. Coop inside. And it's the first goal of the evening. And it's the youngster, Jaden Kaczarski. And what a moment for him.
Goal scored Sydney FC by number 33, Jaden Kaczarski.
Well, Ivan Nicheski couldn't do anything about that strike there from the youngster. And it's Jaden Kaczarski's first goal in sky blue colours. And what a moment for him, the youngster. coming into the lineup tonight. Rifled it past Najewski, and it will be Sydney FC who play from in front here tonight, leading APIA 1-0. Well, I certainly know, speaking to Johnny Kalesia pre-game, there was no resting on their laurels. APIA tonight, I know they're coming to this one 6 games unbeaten. A lot of sides perhaps take their eye off the prize, looking at the changes, the wholesale changes forced upon Jimmy Van Wieren tonight. They knew it would be a tough game. A side that has been in form. Of course, we touched on the 2 games unbeaten run that they have had, and as the season's worn on, they have certainly improved. Talbot, Nieuwenhof, Tilio. Ball in behind. And it's the goal scoring Kaczarski. Tilio. Lamberton tries to slide it in behind for Marco Tilio, but Najewski gets there first and releases, looking for Payne. Just asking his striker a little too much to do there. Talbot, some nice skill there. Fay. Nieuwenhof. Blocked there by McElhatton. Ball still with Sydney through Fay. The head down looking for Coop. Again, Najewski quick off his line. Parisi. McElhatton. They can switch the play. Kuda just hugging that left-hand touch line. It's the libero and Josh Simmons. Ball in behind his brother there, Sean. Falls in the end for Sean. Far post ball in for Bixo, just overcooking it a little there. Did the skipper. Early stages of that game currently being played at Seymour Shore, and it's Sutherland Sharks with a 46-minute strike. One have equalised there against Mount Druitt Town Rangers, so all to play for. As we see Corey Bixo down at the moment. Will be in need of some medical attention. It's the referee, the Englishman Simon Hooper, just calling out Scabilio, and does give him the first yellow of the evening. So Scabilio is into the book. And Parisi with his free kick for the home side. Far post ball looking for the header coming out. Still not cleared away by Sydney. Okay, just doing enough there with that ball in by Parisi. With a punch. Those of you just joining us, it's Sydney FC 1, APIA Leichhardt Tigers 0. And it was the youngster Jaden Kaczarski with his first run on start today for Sydney. Opening the scoring for the home side. Sorry, usually the home side here, but they share this venue, Lambert Park. Tonight they are the visiting side. If APIA didn't know they were in a contest, they certainly do now. Complacency certainly wasn't on the vocabulary for Johnny Kalisia's side tonight, that's for sure. Not to underestimate this side, Sydney FC. Simmons, Kuda. Sean Simmons can measure his cross in, does well to keep it in. Sydney with the goal kick. Neuenhoff. Under pressure there from Michael Hatton. Scabilio. Tilio. Fade down the line, looking for Coop. Gleamy gets there first. Sean Simmons now. Rise the challenge of Scabilio. Finds his left back in Kuda. Chino. Parisi. Michael Hatton. Can see Sydney working very hard off the ball. Basically every player behind the ball at the moment. Neuenhoff. Under pressure, does well and turns there. And can release. Tilio down the left. It's 2-on-2 at the moment. Lamberton far post. Tilio holds it up. Squares it up for Scabilio. Can have a shot from the outside. It's Kaczarski. Scabilio. Now it's APIA's turn to break. Through Bixo. Parisi. Sydney getting back quickly though. Ball over the top looking for Payne. Kay comes out. We can see Sydney tonight when they're turning the ball over, they're getting numbers in behind the ball very quickly. Jimmy Van Ryn will be very happy with what he's seeing in his first half from his young side. Talbot. Scabilio, good vision there, looking for the ball in behind for Lamberton. Quick off his line is Nacheski though. And the quick release for Kuda. Scabilio gets there first, it's Lamberton. Coop. Tilio. Has a shot from distance straight at Nacheski though. He's got a wonderful left foot, Marco Tilio. Just can't trouble Nacheski there. Bixo. Michael Hatton does well to hold on to the possession for APIA. Chino. Parisi. Simmons. Again, you can just see in the vision, Sydney players flooding back, making it difficult for APIA. Simmons. The balling looking for Payne. And Mlinarik does well there to win. Goal kick for his side. .54 gone at Seymour Shawn. It's now Mount Druitt Town Rangers 2, leading Southern Sharks 1. So, starting to rain goals over there at Miranda tonight. Tony Salerno calling all the action for you in that game. Bixo runs at Fay, gets to the outside of him, the nice ball in. Vermeule's strong in the box there for Sydney. Diaz with the throw. Payne. Nice turn there. Straight to Levi Kay though. The game's played earlier today in the under-18s. It was a victory to Sydney FC by 2-0.
Score update from the other game tonight. The score is currently Sutherland.
In the under-20s, it was APIA 3 defeating Sydney FC 0. Scabilio once again looking for the ball in behind for Coop. Simmons does well to read it though. Monarch helps the ball on its way out into Marion Street. You see Talbot slow to get to his feet. Plenty of games to be played tomorrow, affecting the entire competition. We'll touch on them shortly. As Diaz, ball in behind for McElhatton. Bixo. Oh, just a little too heavy there from Corey Bixo. Breaking down for APIA. Of course, the games tomorrow. Some big games. Blacktown City at Lily Holmes Stadium hosting league leaders Wollongong Wolves. So that's 3 versus 1. Parisi again tries to slide it in behind for Bixo. Tilio plays the 1-2 with Nieuwenhof. Again, ball in behind for Lamberton, pushes off Galimi, but Josh Simmons in quick time comes across and stifles that Sydney play. Of course, the other games, Manly United taking on Rockdale City Suns at Cromer Park, so big game that one also. Sydney Olympic and Marconi Stallions. It doesn't get any bigger than that one at the moment. 5 versus 6, so a real 6-point game that one, especially with, oh, it just gives it away. Sean Simmons for Coop, but lucky there. Josh Simmons saving the day for APIA. Another corner to Sydney. Tilio, Talbot there. Opportunity to drag out a couple of APIA defenders. They go short for Nieuwenhof. Can have a shot from there. Ball into the box. Cleared away by Sean Simmons, but only as far as Nieuwenhof. Can have a shot. See there, he had the far post in his mind. The block there for APIA. Finding it difficult at the moment under this press from Sydney. Kuda rides the challenge of Talbot. Again, still going Michael Kuda, taken down by Jaden Kaczarski there. Parisi. Payne. Still going Chris Payne. Kaczarski helps it on its way only as far as Uchino. As we loom towards half-time here at Lambert Park. Still Sydney FC 1. Leading APIA 0. McElhatton, Bixo. Well, it opened up there for Corey Bixo, but again, the skipper, Van Muir's coming across, blocking it. Concedes the corner. Of course, that final game tomorrow, Hakal Sydney City East taking on Sydney United 58 FC. Sydney United really need to win that contest. There's the ball in. Looking for the head. Cleared away by Sydney as far as McElhatton. Still going, Sammy McElhatton dispossessed. And again, it's Sydney through Tilio. And it can break. Marco Tilio. 101 v Diaz. Just stands up. Does enough to win back possession. Can Johnny Kalisia's men force something before half-time? It's Parisi now. Jinking his way towards the box. Payne. From an acute angle, Chris Payne. Across the face of the goal. Again, it breaks down in that front third for APIA. Levi Kay, no hurry to take this one. For Sydney. Seymour Shorts. Mount Druitt Town Rangers now 3, leading Sutherland Sharks 1. So a big mountain to climb for Sutherland Sharks there tonight. Some disappointing results in recent weeks for Terry Palapanis. A lifeline for Aiden Desmond's men, though. Corey Bixo pulls the trigger from distance. Corey Bixo. K again. Equal to the challenge. Simmons. Lamberton. Sean Simmons to his brother Josh. As we approach half-time here at Lambert Park. Can APIA find an equaliser before the break? Diaz. Ball in. Malcolm Hatton. Fukuda. He can launch it back into the 18-yard box. Parisi. Uchino. Over the top. Looking for Payne. There's too much on it there, though. Can't get that first touch under control. Chris Payne. Ken Kay just running down the clock for Sydney. Galimi gets there first. Sydney with the ball now through Van Meurs. Interception there by McElhatton. Uchino. Simmons tries to thread it in behind for Chris Payne. Well read by Mlinarik. And Sydney now. McElhatton under pressure from Tilio as we see the one additional minute of time added on in his first half.
1 minute of time added on.
Uchino under pressure. Great vision there from the holding midfielder finding his skipper. As Sean Simmons turns Talbot coming across. His Scabilio does enough there. And the deflection wins the goal kick for Sydney. Great tracking back there from the number 5 in Scabilio. He's been great for Jimmy Van Wieren in the second half of the season, of course, with Jerry Skotadis leaving mid-year during the transfer window. He's really stepped up to the challenge, being one of the senior leaders in his side, Patrick Scabilio. Kaczarski, heavy first touch, but it won't matter. It's half-time here at Lambert Park, and what a great first half it is for Sydney FC and Jimmy Van Wieren's men. Taking a 1-0 lead into the break. Jaden Kaczarski with his first goal in first grade for the young Sky Blues is the difference that separates both sides at the moment. And Sydney FC 1 leading APIA Leichhardt Tigers 0. We'll take a short break and be back for the resumption of the second half here at Lambert Park. Sydney 1 leading APIA 0.
That's all going well.
Yeah.
And
Gentlemen, please welcome back to the field the players and the officials for the start of the second half.
Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome back to Lambert Park for the commencement of the second half. Those of you just joining us, it's Sydney FC 1, leading APIA Leichhardt Tigers 0. A little upset on the cards, young Jaden Kaczewski with his first goal in the top flight for Sydney FC in the 29th minute. All that separates both sides at the moment. Thank you for all those messages coming through. Jim Sneeze and Sim and all the fans out there tuning into tonight's telecast. Thank you for joining us. All got us in the bike once again here at Lambert Park. A big second half coming up for both sides as the opportunity now through Sean Simmons. And Tom Lenart getting across there with the block. Both sides are as they finish the first half. Kuda. Payne gets there first. Tries the Maradona, but APIA pressing to try and win back that ball, and they do now through Sean Simmons. Parisi leaves it for McElhatton. Hugging the line, Sam McElhatton. Can he get it across? Again, it's Anton Lenarik forcing the ball out. Recycles once again for Uchino. Vermeurs with the head away. It's Chris Payne on the far side. Big So. Payne. Diaz. Wins the corner for APIA. Plenty of goals at Seymour Shorts. Now Mount Druitt Town Rangers 4. Leading Southern Sharks 2. Corner in. Niemanhoff heads it away. McElhatton. Cries of handball. None says the referee. Simon Hooper, the Englishman. And again, APIA one more time. Chris Payne with the header in. Over the bar. He broke off there, Chris Payne. Disappointed with himself, he couldn't hit the target. Scabilio. And Vermeurs gives it over, and it's Parisi now inside the 18-yard box. Can lay it off for Sam McElhatton. Rides the challenge. No, says the referee. Play on. Lamberton. Read well there by Galimi. Fay with the throw for Sydney. Big So. Taken down, Corey Bixo. The quick release for Parisi. Ball in looking for Payne, but Vermeurs first on the scene. Like an undercover detective. Simmons. Good vision finding Kuda. Nice first touch from Michael Kuda. Of course, a fan favourite for many. Michael Kuda, ball in. Levi Kay spills it. Lenarik, cool as you like. Threads it forward for Lamberton again. A match race. This time it's Nachevsky getting there with the clearance. It's been a good battle up top between Galimi and Lamberton tonight. Won't be the last that you'll see in the second half. Kaczewski off the ball there, giving it away. Referee says, just settle down, boys. Just having a good chat with the Englishman pre-game, Simon Hooper. We'll be adjudicating the FFA Cup this week. Simmons. The ball in! And from 3 yards out, Chris Payne puts it wide. What a delivery in from Sean Simmons. Put it on a plate there for Chris Payne. Can't find the leveller. Up, you're getting close though. Simmons head forward. Again, it comes back to him. Sean Simmons pointing to the ground is McElhatton where he wanted it. Gets it. Minorik concedes the throw. Kuta ball in hand for Uchino. Under pressure there from Coop. Payne looking to turn. Chris Payne! And can he turn? Can he what? And Chris Payne finds the level here at Lambert Park. Well, he was looking for it there. Chris Payne found the yard of space that he needed. And it's 1-1.
Goal scored for the APIA Leichhardt Tigers. His 19th goal of the season. Number 6, Chris Payne. APIA Leichhardt 1, Sydney FC 1.
Well, that's Chris Payne's 19th of the season. And he draws within one of Thomas James. We got a comment at half-time from Jim Snee, said he'd love to see a Chris Payne double. Well, there's one for you, Jim. Let's see what this second half has for us in store now. Game on it is at Lambert Park. I've seen it all. Michael Kuta pegged for a foul throw. Well, I saw worse in the under 8s today between Winston Hills and Kenthurst. Foul play at this level. Foul throws do exist. Coop finding the sideline there. Jostling with Simmons. And Josh Simmons does well to win it back for APIA. You can sense a lot more urgency in their play to start this second half. They were huddled and came out early before the resumption. So I'm sure Johnny Kalusia had a good word to them at half-time. The back heel there by Payne, just asking Sam McElhatton to do a little too much. There's Bixo. Concedes a free kick on the far side. Five minutes left at Seymour Shaw, and it's still Mount Druitt leading Southern Sharks by 4 goals to 2. So 6-goal thriller out there in Miranda tonight. McElhatton, what a great turn. But Minorik does enough to win the goal kick. We've certainly got a set of wheels on him, Anton Mlinarik. We saw that a little while back, a few weeks earlier down in Wollongong. He was racing with Thomas James, who himself is a speedster. Held his own speed-wise, but it's Tilio now onto his left. Galimi coming out. Marco Tilio. Just can't get the power on it. Diaz keeps it in on the far side. Does well. Former Bonnyrigg player, of course, coming across. Fighting at home here at Lambert Park now. Recently engaged as well. The big fella. Bixo. Still no players warming up for either side. Tight contest that it is and has been throughout the evening. Chino Ball in. Cleared by Mlinarik. Recycles for APIA now through Parisi. McElhatton tries to open it up. Bixo. Squares it up for Parisi. Can have a shot. Franco Parisi, the maestro, dinking his way, trying to slide it in behind. It's Chris Payne fighting for it there. Desperation. Cries for a penalty. No, says the referee. And now it's Sydney's turn to launch an attack. Kaczarski calling for it. Tilio just can't find it. Uchino finds Parisi with good vision there. And Simmons now. Fortuitous for him inside the box. Fighting hard with Mlinarik, who clears it to safety for Sydney. Kuda. Uchino. Parisi eyes things off. Nothing going forward, so maintains possession, and it's Diaz on the far side. Plays it short for Uchino. Far post ball in. Just a little too heavy, that first touch from Sean Simmons. Again, he eventuates to nothing for APIA. Plenty of talk out there from both sets of players at the moment. Lugotsis calling this one tonight across the Football New South Wales channels, across the National Premier League New South Wales Facebook and Football New South Wales YouTube. Payne fighting there with Mlinarik. Callum Talbot doing well to come back and help. Scabilio clears it only as far as Kuda. Sydney finding it hard to get out of their half at the moment. Michael Kuda can launch one in. Cuts it back looking for Parisi first time, but straight at the keeper. Well, his eyes lit up, Franco Parisi. Some great vision on the left there from Michael Kuda. Teed it up for Parisi. Just couldn't wrap his foot around it, get the power in it required to trouble Levi K in goals. Talbot helps it down the line for Tilio. Tracked across by Galimi. Fighting hard, Paul Galimi. And like a soldier, wins goal kick for APIA. Of course, we touched on earlier, but 4 big games tomorrow. Blacktown City hosting Wollongong Wolves out at Lily Holmes Stadium. Manly United taking on Rockdale City Suns, so a must-win game for both sides there. And as it is at Belmore Sports Ground tomorrow, Sydney Olympic and Marconi Stallions. Both sides on the same points at the moment, so a real 6-point game, that one. Parisi, ball in behind, looking for the flick-on header from Payne, but cleared away by Fay. Rounding out the Sunday festivities. Well, Adrian Uchino has scored them from distance. Scampering to his right there, Levi K. Concedes the corner. And Nakawa hosting Sydney United 58 FC, the final game, Super Sunday. But can APIA take the lead here? Uchino, ball in. Vermeule's strong in the air. Concedes yet another corner. Again, the usual suspects in there. Galimi, Simmons. Far post ball. No one there for APIA. Payne, heavy first touch. Michael Hatton helps it on its way in. Simmons with a follow-up volley there. Well, it fell nicely for him. Just a little miscommunication there between Galimi and Josh Simmons going for the same ball. Leichhardt. Just on the edge of his D, just barking orders down the field as Sydney deploying APIA half. They have been under the pump a little in this second half. On the hour mark, we are here at Lambert Park, so a big final 30 minutes coming up. Will it be APIA, will it be Sydney tonight, taking home all 3 points? The story still to unfold before us. Uchino gets up gingerly. Josh Simmons. Sam McElhatton turning the ball over there. It's Parisi now. Switches the play, finding Payne. Can run it, Fay. The second ball. Helped on its way. This time it's Uchino. Josh Simmons as Sydney drop deeper now. Sean Simmons. Ball in near post ball. No one there for APIA. Kuda first time looking to get it back to Sean Simmons. Fighting hard. He's the skipper. But so is Kaczarski for Sydney. And it's Lamberton now. Not a bad first touch, but Josh Simmons doing well. Nieuwenhof. Fay has to play it back under pressure from Bixo. Tilio with a flick. Hands it over in the centre of the park. Uchino fighting hard there with Nieuwenhof. Fay. Nieuwenhof. Sean Simmons now. Well read there by Minarik. The high foot concedes the free kick as we see the first substitution of the evening, and it will be Hamish Lamberton coming off for young Jake Holman. So a like-for-like substitution for Jimmy Van Weeren. Of course, Lamberton coming back from injury, so it's always a matter of how long his legs would last for him tonight. Parisi, ball in behind, looking for the flick on header from Payne. Just can't get enough head on that one. Falls nicely for Kay. Nieuwenhof. Talbot. Both sets of coaches just barking orders from the sideline. A big contest, this one. Talbot, heavy first touch. Just a tug there on McElhatton. Concedes a free kick. As we see the APIA substitutes warm up now on the sideline. Parisi, McElhatton. Nice first touch and drag, but again it runs away from him. Tilio. Always seem ticking, Marco Tilio. Finding Coop. This time it's Coop up against Simmons. Tilio. Tries to thread it in behind the 1-2. McElhatton doing enough. Holman trying to find Coop. Some good pressure here from Sydney. Galimi gets there first ahead of Kaczarski. And it's Chris Payne now for APIA. He's isolated, looking for support. Cuts back onto his right. Tries to tee it up for Bixo. Doesn't quite work out for him. As Thomas Fay's taken down. Into the 65th minute here at Lambert Park, and it's still 1-1. APIA 1, Sydney FC 1. Chris Payne with his 19th of the season for APIA, and Jaden Kaczarski with his first in first grade for the young Sky Blues. What a moment it was for him in that first half. Speaking of him, Talbot, Kaczarski, Scabilio, Vermeer's under pressure, does well. Find his centre-back partner in Mlinarik. Nieuwenhof, Kaczarski, Talbot, has Tilio in behind, cuts inside. Scabilio this time will switch it, looking for Fay. Scabilio. Fay. It's been a good contest, this one. Those of you just joining us, conceding in that first half. Sydney taking the lead. And that would be the half-time score. APIA coming out in the second half. Intentions made. Finding the leveller. Kaczarski. Tilio just leaves it for Talbot. Kaczarski. Nieuwenhof. Talbot can measure his crossing, goes short for Tilio. Kaczarski, the 1-2, looking for it again with a beautiful shot and not far wide. Jaden Kaczarski. Oh, what a talent he is. Well, you wouldn't know this Sydney FC outfit has 5 changes to last week's lineup that defeated Sydney United 58 FC 2-0. Opportunities for some youngsters and taking them with both hands tonight. Fay. Advantage played by the referee. Up with the throw. Thank you to all those fans and people watching tonight through the Football New South Wales channels. As Parisi, the maestro, intercepts it. Again, looking for the measured ball in. Taken down on the edge of the D is Chris Payne, so precarious position now for Sydney to defend. Plenty of options for APIA here. Probably fall to one of two. Chris Payne or Sean Simmons. They'll both rate their chances. As the Englishman Simon Hoofer gets his 10 yards back, the wall. Levi Kay with the big wall. 6 Sydney players in that wall, all up. It was Payne. Finds the block, so pressure still mounting for Sydney through Parisi with the corner. Measures his ball in. Headed away by Coop. And Galimi for Payne. Simmons. Onto his left, will try his luck. Recycles to Parisi. Ball in. Oh, and what a run it was. In by the skipper. No, it wasn't. It was his brother, Josh Simmons. As we see the second substitution for Sydney FC. And what a great stint it was by young Jaden Kaczarski, of course, with his first goal for Sydney FC. And coming on in his place is the 82 in Cameron Pipion. Because Young Cameron is only 16. So what an opportunity for him to play first grade tonight. Parisi. And Pipion with the first touch of the game. Kuda concedes the throw. So still no substitutions for APIA. Holman with a good turn. Tilio. 1-2 with Talbot. Under pressure. What pressure, says Marco Tilio. Neuenhoff. Pipion. Tilio. Ball in behind for Coop. Galimi just doing enough to shoulder Benjamin Coop off the ball, allowing Nichevsky to come through and pick it up. Bixo there with Fay. Goes the other way. Tino Diaz thought it was one for him to take. Wasn't to be. Bradley Wright on the far side. Saw it differently. Galimi strong once again for APIA. McElhatton can't get there first. Tilio. The 1-2 there with Neuenhoff. Oh, great challenge there it was by Galimi as Holman was steaming through for Sydney. Simmons with the clearance. Payne can't keep it in. Orders being barked from the sideline for APIA to press higher up. Defensively very deep at the moment, just allowing Sydney a lot of space and time on the ball. Vermeers finds Coop, good vision there. Tries to cut inside of Simmons, can't do so. And Sydney with the throw on the Marion side of the ground. Full-time scores from around the grounds. Just the other game that is on Saturday night football, and it was Mount Druitt Town Rangers 4 defeating Southern Sharks 2. So Mount Druitt edging up to 24 points. So as it stands, just 2 points outside of the 5. Big couple of weeks coming up. All the boys from Poppendet, all they can do is win. But at the moment, it's Marco Tilio edging towards the 18-yard box. Great challenge there by Galimi. Neuenhoff. Coop tries his luck. And the Chesky gets down well. Both of these sides next week in round 21 of the NPL New South Wales Men's 1 competition. Another big game for APIA next Sunday afternoon, travelling across to Cromer Park, taking on Manly United. Well, Sydney FC will be here on Saturday night, entertaining Southern Sharks. At the moment, still a big 3 points up for grabs. The Battle of Lambert Park, as it is tonight here in Leichhardt. Holman dispossessed. Diaz. Coop with some pressure there on Nichevsky. Comfortable on the ball. Galimi. As the natives are growing restless here at Lambert Park. Kuda scampers down the left-hand sideline. First time ball in. Looking for McElhatton. It's cleared away by Neuenhoff, though. Pipion. Just asking Benjamin Coop to do a little too much there. Was a 16-year-old. Great opportunity for him with the unavailability of players due to their trip to China. 6 all in total for Sydney tonight in that squad to take on PSG in China. Of course, the Englishman referee Simon Hooper, who's out here on that swap at the moment for a couple of weeks. Has the FFA Cup on midweek, Wednesday night. St George taking on Sydney United 58 FC. And then next weekend we'll be at the Olympic Stadium in London, officiating West Ham versus Wolfsburg. So referees have whistle will travel these days. As a 2-year-old who probably doesn't or won't remember what Dad looks like by the time he gets home. Narek with a clearance. Can fall for Sydney now through Tilio. Pipion calls for it, and that's where it goes. Kuda getting back. Cuts it back, though, for Holman. Young Jake Holman, twisting and turning. Taken down, and the referee's pointed to the spot. Well, the APIA players there. Can't believe it. But Simon Hooper with no hesitation. And it's Paul Galimi who's been judged to give up the penalty there on Jake Holman. And it will be an opportunity for Marco Tilio to put Sydney back in front from the spot. Tilio steps up and saved by Nachevsky. The follow-up save, the block saved by Nachevsky. Well, you wouldn't believe it. Ivan Nachevsky goes bang, bang for APIA to deny Marco Tilio twice from the spot. The resultant follow-up. Well, a bit of luck there for the home side. Still not out of danger. As Talbot steps up to take the corner for Sydney. Ball in, far post ball, looking for the header. Anton Mlinarik can't get his head towards the goals there. Breaks down in the end. What a great opportunity it was for Sydney from the spot. Brilliantly saved by Nachevsky. And the follow-up block equally as impressive. Well, if APIA are to go on and win this contest, I dare say Paul Galimi will be buying his custodian a beer or two tonight. Of course, if you are drinking, drink responsibly. Mlinarik saves it there. Pipion almost pickpocketed. Kuda does well. McElhatton rides the challenge. Again, still going McElhatton. No advantage played, says the referee, so APIA with the free kick over the top by Parisi. First time balling, looking for the head from Simmons. The follow-up shot and the goal there by APIA. Well, Parisi takes it quickly, catching Sydney FC out there. And it's Corey Bixo putting his body on the line for APIA with his 6th of the season and gives APIA the lead. Well, he stayed down after that challenge. Corey Bixo, what a cruel game football is. Moments earlier, Sydney could have been 2-1 up, but for the brilliance of Ivan Evchesky. And moments later, APIA take the lead through Corey Bixo. Free kick taken quickly by Parisi. Simmons gets the head on, but only as far as the post. And first to react is Corey Bixo with his 6th of the season. APIA 2 leads Sydney 1. Talbot. Well, do Sydney have a reply now? Just final 10 minutes coming up here at Lambert Park. Sydney have certainly been great value tonight. Payne tries his luck from distance. Christopher Payne. Well, you had Levi Kay scrambling there. Just not the right direction on that shot from Chris Payne. Looking for his 20th of the season. Pipion. Tilio rides a challenge of Yachino, but Kuda back to scoop up for APIA. APIA starting to turn it on now, and it's Payne. Offside. Parisi says, I'm sorry. Well, he sense it will open up even more so in these final 10 minutes. Of course, Sydney now chasing the game. APIA can certainly finish it with a third. Yachino. Simmons. Pipion now. Josh Simmons. The libero, as I like to call him. Never seen him run so much in a season like he has in 2019. Has a great season for APIA in that central defence for Johnny Kalesia. Lenaric. Fameurs looks up. Tries to get it forward for Coop. Straight to Diaz. Once again, APIA can reload through Parisi. McElhatton does enough there to win the corner. Fameurs conceding for Sydney. We've got us calling all the action for you tonight across the Football New South Wales channels. Thank you for joining the stream, both through Facebook and YouTube. It's just the one game played already tonight, and that was a victory to Mount Druitt 4-2 over Sutherland Sharks. Takes him up to 24 points. Sean Simmons now measures it in. Lenaric gets there first. The follow-up header back in by Simmons. And clearance by Talbot. McElhatton gets strong there in the air over Tilio. Two players not possessed with height, but certainly brilliance. Parisi tries to fend off the challenges of Sydney, but it's Scabilio now for Fay. Tilio puts his hand up for it. Talbot. Neuenhoff. Talbot. Tilio, first time in. Finds the head of Galimi. Neuenhoff. See Dom Nasrabadi warming up, for APIA on the sideline. Nichevsky with the clearance. I'll be very surprised if it's not Corey Bixo that will make way for him. Lenaric all over the back of Payne there. Loses out to Sean Simmons. Payne. Lenaric does well though. Comes back. Scabilio. And Sydney now. What do they have in the bag? His final 6 or so minutes. Talbot. Vermeers. Just plays the 1-2 with Fay. Nieuwenhof. Talbot infield. Tough work there by Adrian Uccino. You can tell the sides that have good holding midfielders, they do it so seamlessly. APIA, one of those sides in the competition, with Uccino and McElhatton, as Bixo finds himself in the book. So he's the first APIA player booked this evening, Corey Bixo. And we'll see a substitution for APIA. So it'll be Chris Payne coming off and Dom Nasrabadi coming on for Johnny Kalesia.
Change of scarf.
Coming on is number 19, Dom Nasrabadi.
So I'd expect a like-for-like substitution here for APIA. Nasrabadi has ostensibly been playing on that right-hand side in recent weeks, but look for him to play up top in these final few moments. And that's his first touch of the game. Nasrabadi leaves it for Parisi. Still jinking his way. Uccino. Bixo overlapping his Diaz like a steam train. Gets there. Tynan Diaz. Measured ball in. Straight to Levi K though. Rolls it out. Good distribution for Coop. Tilio. Pupion. Kuda working hard there. Shows a little too much of the ball there. Does Cameron Pupion. APIA now through Parisi will settle it down. Just the experience of APIA. Happy to hold on to the ball. Not force the issue. They are 2-1 up. Bixo cutting in field. Still going Corey Bixo. Looking for someone to link up with. Finally it's Uccino with the switch. Nice first touch from Simmons. McElhatton. Cheeky ball in. Still going Bixo. Twisting and turning. Well, he goes down looking for a penalty. The referee says no. Waved away. And it's Thomas Fay now for Sydney. He stayed down, Corey Bixo, after that challenge. Just recapping tonight's scorers for you. Young Jaden Kaczarski opened the scoring this evening for Sydney in the 29th minute with a fabulous strike. His first goal for Sydney in first grade. Chris Payne just after half time with his 19th of the season in the 51st minute. And Corey Bixo in the 79th gave APIA a come from behind lead. As we're approaching full time here though, we'll see a few minutes added on from the Englishman Simon Hooper. And we will see a forced substitution for APIA. So coming off will be Corey Bixo, and Lachlan Hughes will make his way on for these final few moments here at Lambert Park for APIA.
Coming on is number 14, Lachlan Hughes.
Those things stand at the moment. Wollongong lead the league on 45 points. APIA on 41 points, 4 behind. Of course, they do have that game tomorrow at Lily Holmes Stadium against Blacktown City. So what a game that'll be. Blacktown in 34 points in third. Sydney United on 27. As it stands at the moment, Marconi, Sydney Olympic and Manly on 26. And Mount Druitt still chasing that top 5 spot on 24. So mathematically, certainly still in it. We'll be hoping for a draw or two tomorrow, I would say, for Muse. As you see, the fourth official indicate there'll be 5 additional minutes of time added on here at Lambert Park.
The fourth official has indicated there'll be a minimum of 5 minutes of time added on.
Plenty of time for Sydney to find an equaliser. As APIA look to wind the clock down. Michael Kuda. Again, another good shift for him on the left. Talbot with the header. On the halfway line is Uchino. Kuda, tight quarters. Just plays it down the line for Nasrabadi. And Talbot wins the throw. And Jake Holman just leaves it for him. Just a little over 4 minutes of this time added on, still to be played. McElhatton, Diaz, Holman steaming across to shut him down. Nachevsky, first time ball forward. Looking for Hughes. Van Muse gets there first, ahead of Nasrabadi. Nasrabadi just happy to concede the throw on the far side. Hugotsis calling it all for you tonight here at Lambert Park. It's been a pleasure. The Battle of Lambert Park. But it's Pipion now, steaming forward with Simmons. Gets there first. Young Cameron Pipion. And the referee points to the spot. So for the second time tonight, Sydney FC get an opportunity from the penalty spot. Well, young Cameron Pipion there, getting there first for Sydney. And a big opportunity now for the young Sky Blues to level it deep into injury time here at Lambert Park. There will be Benjamin Coop. He stepped up to take this one after Marco Tilio missed one earlier. Of course, Benjamin Coop did score earlier against APIA in that round 9 clash earlier on in the season, that 3-1 defeat. Nice volley towards the end of the game, coming off the bench that night. Just see the trainer on at the moment. Looks like it is Josh Simmons.
Substitution for APIA coming off.
And that will be the last
Simmons, replaced by number 15, Temba Mwatamala.
part of the game for him to compete in tonight, Josh Simmons. So Temba Mwatamala will make his way onto the field in place of him for the final few moments of this one. Suffered an injury. Hopefully it's not too sinister for Josh Simmons in that challenge. But it will be Benjamin Coop from the spot. Ivan Nachevsky once again. Coop steps up and calmly slots it away. Past the advancing Ivan Achevsky's right-hand glove. And it's APIA 2, Sydney FC 2.
18, Benjamin Coop. APIA Leichhardt 2, Sydney FC 2.
Well, that's Benjamin Coop, 7th of the season for Sydney. So a good reply for him. Calmly from the spot for Jim Van Weeren. Pipion, of course, winning that penalty for Sydney. The leveller. Still going, the youngster, the 16-year-old. What a talent he is. Nasrabadi, the head down. Kuda. Maitamalo heads it forward. As we see another substitution.
Substitution for Sydney FC coming off number 18, Benjamin Coop, replaced by number 16, Paolo Bonani.
So Paolo Bonani will come on in place of Benjamin Coop. So Bonani, central defender. Simmons, long ball forward for Nasrabadi. Lenarik fighting hard with him there. Nasrabadi needs help though. Isolated on the left-hand sideline. Finds Giacchino. Hughes just looking to flick it there for McElhatton. Straight to Kay. Sends it forward. Galimi with a header. Hughes. Over the top is Scabilio winning it for Sydney, but Giacchino. Kuda. Is there one last chance for either side? Parisi, ball in behind. Looking for McElhatton.
Levi!
Well, not even Roadrunner could have got to that.
Levi, this side! Come on, get him in! Tommy, stay in! Benny, over here! Bell, Stacey, just come in. Paolo, come here!
Levi Kay just taking his time here as the clock winds down at Lambert Park. 2-2. McElhatton. Pipion. Over the top. Looking for Bonani it was. Lechevsky with the clearance. Giacchino under pressure. Call as you like. Neiman half down. Talbot. Apia still trying to find that winner. Nicely won there by Holman for Sydney. Talbot takes it. Bonani there for Holman. First time ball in. Lechevsky tries to keep it in play, can't do so. So Sydney with the final opportunity here through the corner. Into the 8th minute of time added on here. It's Tillio. One last opportunity for Sydney, sends it into the 18-yard box. Puts a little too much heat on it there. And that will be the final play of the evening. In an entertaining clash it was between the two combatants of Lambert Park. APIA 2 have drawn with Sydney FC 2. Well, a game of opportunities for both sides. But in all fairness, a fair result. Sydney, of course, missing one of their own from the spot. But Benjamin Coop laid on. Found the equaliser for Sydney. And a big effort from the Young Sky Blues tonight. Missing 6 players who, of course, travelled across to China with Steve Corica's first grade side. Apia, whilst not happy, not taking home all 3 points tonight, do consolidate that spot in second and go 7 games unbeaten. And Sydney with their 3rd unbeaten game of their own. We're just recapping the goal scorers tonight. Chris Payne with 1 for Apia. Corey Bixo with the other. And for Sydney FC, Jaden Kaczarski with his first goal in first grade for Sydney. And Benjamin Coop with his 7th of the season, rounding out proceedings in an entertaining clash. One must say it was a fair result in the end. APIA back to the drawing board through the week. Of course, we're looking forward. Next weekend, APIA will travel across to Cromer Park to take on Manly United, whilst Sydney will be here at home taking on Sutherland Sharks. So a side that's out of form at the moment, Sutherland Sharks, a big opportunity for Sydney to take their unbeaten run to 4. Whilst APIA can go 8 unbeaten if they are to get a result at Cromer Park. We've got us calling all the action for you tonight here at Lambert Park. It's been a pleasure across the Football New South Wales social media channels. Thank you to all of you who have joined in, left comments, shared the viewers around. But full time here at Lambert Park, APIA Leichhardt Tigers 2, Sydney FC 2.
Well, that was a game, wasn't it?